Welcome one, welcome all to the Multicultural Misfits podcast. This is your host, Audio AB. Right next to me on the couch, I have my wonderful co-host.
It is Omar.
And right next to him, I have my wonderful executive producer and co-host,
Jordan.
So did you guys hear about Elon Musk getting in trouble for sexual harassment?
Yeah, I did.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so let me explain the story for the listeners and for those
This
who
is
haven't
bad
heard.
timing.
This
bro.
is a bad
Bad
one.
bad
It's not a
timing
very
because
good one.
he's trying to buy Twitter, and this leaked as he's trying to buy Twitter, right?
And didn't they just? There was a story that he broke his NDA because he was saying something about how their like algorithm works or something like that.
Yeah, we can get into that after. I think the more compelling story is the sexual harassment.
I would agree.
So basically, this is the story that this young woman is saying. That Elon was getting a massage, and she was like his massage person,
Always the
masseuse,
massages.
right? Always the
Always the
That's
massages.
when the sketchy shit happens when you're getting a massage.
If you're a celebrity masseuse, it's fight or flight every day. Every day, you never know what's gonna happen.
You're just dodging stray nuts every day.
Just straight dicks. Just you never know who's gonna fucking make an advancement.
My God. So this masseuse is like massaging Elon. It's aboard like a private jet. And I think other like executives are on the jet, but they're not like in the room, of course, or somewhere else.
Okay.
Anyways, she's massaging him, and then he like turns around and he shows her his erect dick. And he basically asks her to fuck. And he says like, I'll buy you a horse.
Now listen.
Okay.
He offers to buy her a horse
When
if
I
she
heard
fucks
that,
him.
I was like, if you're gonna offer me to buy something, it better not be a fucking horse.
Something that I'm going to be financially liable
Yeah.
to take care. That's not like a gift that's just easy. You know what I mean? Like, you have to
Yeah.
fucking stable that bitch and pay stable fees and you have to feed the motherfucker. That's not like an easy. Maybe it was like a personal thing, like to where she told him before that she likes horses.
It had to be that.
Because
He was just like, I know exactly.
There's no way you just come up with a horse.
Yeah, I don't think it could be random.
That just means that he found like a horse for sale, and he was like, I can use this on somebody.
This is a bargaining chip.
She like briefly mentioned a horse, and he's like, I know exactly what's gonna get her to do this.
Wait, no, keep going.
Madam, I've got a horse with your name on it. If you suck my dick,
With a host, your name on it. I don't know how to do
Got a
this.
horse with your name.
I don't know how to do his
He's like
voice.
Johnny Depp and like, I don't even know who
He sounds like
mixed
he
together.
sounds like an autistic kid. No offense. No offense.
He
to
might
autistic.
be right, or what? Or am I crazy?
He's for sure on the spectrum.
He might be
Yeah,
on
he's
the
gotta be on
spectrum.
That
For
guy's
sure.
too silly.
Yeah, he's kind of all over the place. And yeah, so she says no. And then, she tells some other people in the organization because the fucking CEO just asked her to fucking jerk him off and she said no. And she tells some other people. And then, obviously it gets brought to Elon Musk's attention. And they decide to pay her off, but she has to sign an NDA to not talk about it. And I guess she just broke it by talking about it.
Oh, so that's how it came out.
Yeah, and then he's basically going online saying that this didn't happen. I don't know. It's all hearsay because we don't have actual evidence as to what happened. But
That's
it's
it?
Yeah, but it's
I
not
was reading, though-
surprising.
I was reading though because they paid her off, like you said. I was reading that the way the paperwork was like kind of worded was kind of in support of what she said. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, not as in like I don't know how it all works exactly, but like as if like it could be made out with the paperwork that it was true.
Like if it was baseless, why pay her off?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then I don't know exactly like what they put in the details of those things, but
Yeah.
I'm sure there are details, that we just don't know about.
Imagine she went through with it and fucked him, and she got the horse, and now she has the horse, and she has to pay these stable fees. And she has to buy the horse food.
And that's why she's so pissed.
That's such a wild sentence. She got the horse.
She got the horse. Dude, a horse can't be more than like $7,000.
I think they're
It's
more. I think
more.
they're expensive.
Like
It's
20?
more.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah. Depends. You want a thoroughbred or what? You can't get no mutt.
If
It's
you
not
don't
like a
buy
dog.
me
It's
a
not like-
horse, it
it's
better
not
be the
like
most
dogs.
beautiful Dubai horse I've ever seen.
They're from Dubai.
How does a horse transaction even go down? Like, where do you just like?
You need to go to a
if
horse-
you're
horse
just-
dealer.
Imagine she does it right, and she gets the horse. What do you do with the horse for like the 5 days?
What if she's like a suburban home? Like, where do you put? Where do
What if
you
she's
put?
in an apartment?
Yeah, what do you have a studio apartment. What are you gonna do with a horse?
Put the horse in the balcony and just tie it up to the post.
Wait, so she was a masseuse? Like she is a
Yes.
massager?
Yeah, a massager. Yes,
A massager.
That's
her job.
I prefer that to masseuse.
Yeah, I'm
she was a
gonna say
massage
massager now.
professional massager.
So was the issue that he showed her his erect penis?
Yeah, that seems like an
Okay,
issue.
That's an issue.
He
That's
showed
the
her his
problem.
erect
What's the
dick.
big deal?
It's a big deal.
It's just an erect penis. What, you never seen an erect penis before?
He's like, come on, you see these every day. You're a masseuse.
I thought the
Massager.
issue was the second half. I was like, when you were talking, I was like, that's it. That's
What she's
all.
upset
But
about
yeah.
is that he only offered a horse.
right. What does she want
I
to?
could not believe that's all he said.
Is that all my
That's
vaginas
funny,
worth to you?
I wonder what'll happen. I wonder like if this will
Nothing will happen.
kind of.
I don't think much will happen. I mean, I
He's
think
just
maybe
too rich, man.
he'll get some lawyers together and they'll like make up a little stink, and then it's gonna go away.
Everyone is gonna forget about it.
Pretty
I think
much.
it won't be an issue because he asked.
Yeah, yeah, he didn't force.
Yeah, he didn't force.
He didn't force her. It
Thank
just,
God he didn't force it.
Yeah,
he
it's
gets
just
a pat on the back for not forcing.
If
it.
anything, it's just inappropriate, and like people do all kinds of shit like that all the time. It doesn't make him a bad dude. There's probably other shit that he's done that
It's weird.
That maybe makes him a bad dude. I don't know, but yeah, it's just weird. If anything,
Well, I mean, there is that rumor that he shit in their bed, and Johnny
think
Depp in Amber's bed.
I
That
think it was
Amber
her
Heard.
shit.
That was it. And to shit in your own bed out of spite,
it's crazy.
It's out of control. It's out of control.
She's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, she really is.
Drove that poor guy fucking crazy.
Yeah. Dude, just listening to both of them speak,
It's insane.
it's so fun. Johnny Depp sounds hilarious, dude.
He sounds like he's always in a movie.
Bro, where is he from? He's not
You know
not
he's from
he's not
Tennessee?
from. Yeah, he can't be European, but he sounds European.
Not sort of, but not really. He doesn't sound like a person.
this. He doesn't.
He almost has like a British accent, but he doesn't. It's weird.
And he's
man.
so cute. He has this little bandana around his neck.
Right.
He's like a golden retriever.
And his ponytail and shit. He's like
Yeah.
a golden retriever.
Right.
All his rings and stuff.
His personality seems like an amalgamation or compilation of all his movie characters.
Yeah. I think now he's so far deep into the Tim Burton Johnny Depp that like there's no coming back. This is who Johnny Depp is. now.
He's just this dude. He's like this odd dude who likes. I've heard he likes to party like crazy.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, like just do drugs and have fun and
I can
shit.
see that, but I could see it and I don't see it. I can see it because I can see him doing drugs, but I can't see Johnny Depp like lively and happy
Yeah.
and doing stuff. I couldn't see him smiling and like telling a joke.
No. The weird thing about that case is like, and at this moment we're recording, the trial is still going on. We don't know what happened. But it's like this weird like momentum swing how before it started, Johnny Depp was done. Like everybody was like done with him. And then now it's Amber Heard is like a weirdo abuser and everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And then it swung all the way back to, well, y'all shouldn't make fun of her or fun of an abuser or something like that. And I was like,
She's
oh.
mentally ill. I don't give a fuck if you're mentally ill. You can't treat people like
And
that.
Yeah,
somebody beating up on Johnny Depp.
come on,
It's
man.
kind of funny.
It's hilarious.
It's kind of wild.
Slapping around Captain Jack Sparrow.
I don't think I have to tell people don't abuse people, but I'm just saying it's kind of wild. Like
Yeah,
this
he's
lady is beating up on poor Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, Willy Wonka, Jack Sparrow.
I forgot he was Willy Wonka.
Bro, he's fucking.
Willy
Imagine him in
Wonka.
that fucking bob and that white makeup.
Nah,
and
he was
shit.
Willy Wonka.
He was Willy Wonka.
He was Willy Wonka,
He was
bro.
for sure. In the new one.
What
Yeah.
is he?
Augustus Gloop, yeah. How good were those movies, dude?
Is that who you identify with?
You know what's sad? I do.
Augustus
If I
Gloop.
identify with any of them, it's Augustus Gloop.
Didn't he get knocked out first?
Well, no.
Or-
No.
He survived, but he got caught up in the chocolate pipe.
Yeah.
Because homeboy's fat ass.
He was too fat to get through.
Wait,
He said,
who got
I
knocked
got
out?
to drink from this chocolate lake. And he fucking put his fat little head in. And he got sucked down. And the Oompa Loompas just let him die in there.
No, low-key, the Oompa Loompas are slaves.
Yeah.
Not even low key.
Yeah.
It's very high key that
very
they're
high
slaves.
key.
He showed us to their village and paid them in like, what does he pay them in?
I don't
know.
Chocolate, I think.
I think it's in chocolate.
He pays them
Actual
in
money.
chocolate. The shit that they're producing is what he's paying them. What a fucked up system that is, dude. That's like you're building like toys for this company and they pay you in the toys. Here you go.
Crazy.
Oh, they love chocolate, so I just keep them in these cages. And, we
And they just make chocolate every day now.
The thought of a bunch of Oompa Loompas, what a silly story, huh? Like, this
my
guy went to a
God.
rainforest, found a bunch of Oompa Loompa people, and brought them to his factory, and
Now they make
for
chocolate
him.
and sing bad songs.
And they're all just a bunch of little people. Like, where do they get that many little people? It's got to be CGI.
no, in the new one, it's just it's the same guy.
What do
It's
you
just
mean?
one guy.
It's just one Oompa
It's
Loompa?
just, one guy that's the Oompa Loompa, and I think they just used him multiple times.
They're making another
Wow.
one. Yeah, Gio's right. They're making.
and they're making
cool.
it's like a prequel.
Yeah, and you know who's gonna be Willy Wonka?
Fucking
Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet.
That's actually really good.
It is good. He's
That's
gonna
really
be
good.
great.
I like that. I like that
the
a lot.
Fuck is asking for a Willy Wonka prequel movie?
Low key, I'm gonna watch it
Why?
Oh, yeah.
because
It's
I
probably
love
very, like-
I love that universe, bro.
It's
That
very
is so
colorful
goofy.
and like cool.
I like you know like the grimy fucking orphan, and then he goes to this fucking magical, mystical fucking
this
place
is-
made of fucking sweets and shit.
This
is
is so
very
crazy
cool.
because me and David were talking about this last night. How like the uncle was in the bed with like the whole family, or whatever.
Yeah.
There's four of them in the bed.
There's four of them, and then fucking
Four
Charlie,
old ass about to
bro.
die
Charlie's
people.
happy ass comes in talking about I got a golden ticket, and the uncle pops out of bed talking about I got a golden ticket.
Yeah.
bitch, it wasn't yours.
Who said I was gonna bring you, bro? I got a girl that I'm about to bring you. Not much pussy I'm gonna get with this golden ticket. Do you understand me, Grandpa?
This motherfucker just popped out the bed singing about golden ticket. It ain't yours.
Also, there's other old people in that bed. Why? How do you know they didn't want to go? You know what I mean? How do you know his
Oh,
mom
man.
didn't want to go? What are you gonna gain from this? You can't even eat chocolate,
Oh
old
my
man.
God.
Right?
bro.
Doesn't even have fucking teeth.
You're gonna have a heart attack, dude. It's gonna give you high blood pressure, brother.
Have y'all watched the original one?
I have that one. Man,
I love
honestly,
that one so
I
much.
like both of them, bro. I like the original more, but I love that movie for some reason.
The
I don't
new
know.
one is just so bizarre.
Call
It's
me a-
very bizarre.
Call me a new generation bitch. I like the new one. The old one is really good
so
though.
wild.
I like
the old
both.
one is really good, but it's something about that second one. Just the colors and like I guess like the advances with technology and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looks so sleek and like cool.
Oh, for sure. I definitely like. I don't like
just-
music in movies, but I think the music and everything in the first one is a lot better.
I
Like
think
yeah.
so too. Yeah.
the way that people sing and like.
I just like the beginning of the first one a lot more.
Honestly, yeah, the acting in the first one is better.
Because
Oh,
like
yeah,
the beginning of the
that too.
movie, they're
When he-
making
when
the
he-
candy and all that shit so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then in the beginning of the new one is like this dry ass factory where they're just like squishing
the
candy.
new, Loki,
I'm
the
like,
new one.
ugh.
The new one looks kind of. The new one's grimy.
The new one is
Yeah.
The new
grimy.
one was grimy.
It's like it's set in like an old office building.
Yeah, and
Like
the
it's really like
Yeah.
blue and like kind of almost like
It's
like
not my
they
my
brought
favorite.
down the saturation.
and the
Like,
factory
colors
was
are just
kind of
dimmed down.
scary.
Yeah.
It's scary as
The
fuck.
factory's kind of scary, man.
and
the first,
he's scary, dude. He
yeah,
looks scary.
Yeah.
He does. The first one was like the factory wasn't scary. It was more of like mystical. Like
Yeah.
this place is like very wondrous and like oh my god, there's fucking the stairs are made out of candy cane. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this new one is like almost like eerie. Like it almost feels like they're doing something wrong.
It's like Johnny
Like,
Depp is
are
like.
these Oompa Loompas killing them when they go off the screen? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that one I realized like, yo, the Oompa Loompas are like crazy.
Yeah, they're not good people because they'll just ignore them when they get in trouble. They'll just walk away and be like, "All right, take him to the blender," and it's like, "What?" they just walk away to go
And they
to
just
the next
take 'em.
part.
Oh my god.
We got to do what he says or he'll kill us. Willy Wonka. I wonder what a prequel about that is gonna be because in the movie isn't like his childhood. He's like
Maybe
raised under like strict parents and let him eat candy.
I think
or
it's
whatever.
probably that's probably what it's gonna be. Like him growing up and like eventually like making the factory or some
How the
shit.
fuck do you make that into a movie?
I don't
There-
know.
I
Was
don't
that a
know
book
why.
before or something? How do you?
I feel like
No.
it could be good though.
It's a book. The book is just the factory.
What's it called? Willy Wonka.
It's like some no, I think it's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I think it's literally called
That's the
Charlie
name of the
Chocolate
book.
Factory.
The very no, I'm talking like the prequel though.
The prequel is it's called Wonka or something.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be called Wonka.
You know what that
It's
reminds me
insane.
of?
Wonka.
That reminds me of Hollywood videos. Do you guys remember when they released all those Wonka candies and they started releasing those golden
Yeah,
tickets?
that was stiff.
Bro, those Wonka candies were so good.
That was
man.
stiff, bro.
They did
What-
a really good. I think it was Nestle that was making them.
Yeah, what a great way to capitalize off the movie is by making because it made me want to go buy them because I like the fucking movie so much and I was like,
Actually, I don't even know if it's off a book. I think.
it's all based off a book by
Okay.
by Roald Dahl, the guy who made those.
Yeah,
he made the
yeah.
BFG and like a bunch
the
of
big
other
fucking giant.
big motherfucking giant.
The fucking
The worst
This
name.
random fucking giant pedophile. Is
that what this is about?
This kid. No, it's about this giant who becomes friends with a little kid.
But if
Where,
you look
where
at
does
it
he
in
hide
a,
this giant? Where does he hide?
if you look at it in a certain way, he's kind of a pedophile.
yeah.
He's
Loki,
just going around chasing this one little kid.
What are you doing talking to this little boy? Big giant. Big adult man giant. This is just a little boy. You're not a big kid giant. This is a big adult man giant.
Hell no, bro.
But he's friendly. He's a big friendly giant. That's BFG.
I love a good movie about a big friendly, like Iron Giant.
Iron Giant's
Iron
pretty
Giant's
great.
It's a sad one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Very
It's
sad.
actually back in the day when they used to make kids movies. I mean, maybe they still do it, and like now that we're adults, it doesn't hold the same sentiment. But kid movies back in the day used to be sad.
They make them very head ass nowadays.
yeah, they do make them head
Because
ass.
kids don't have an attention span. They can't.
Some
They
of them
can't
are
focus on
sad.
And even the sad
There's some.
ones aren't.
There's some.
Coco, I've heard was sad.
Coco was
Feels like
sad.
Alzheimer's
Coco
and
was
shit.
sad, yeah.
But like something like Frozen, that's not sad.
Bro, Coco.
Oh, she feels outcasted. That's all it is.
Frozen
you know?
was
She
good.
feels
but I could
outcasted.
they milked it too much, and also I could see the plot points a mile away with
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
they were gonna.
Well, I didn't
unveil.
see the prince turning. I'll be honest. And
I don't-
Frozen?
I-
Wait, are we talking about
Spoil-
Frozen?
Spoilers. I'm just kidding. Like,
I've
has it
never
been out
seen-
for 10 plus years?
Dude, what the fuck? I was about to watch that tonight.
I've never seen Frozen.
You never seen Frozen?
It's-
Never.
Don't watch it.
Yeah,
Don't
It's,
watch
it's
it.
okay.
It's
you don't
not
have
up
to.
there. It's not up there with like the likes of like Toy Story and like
Oh.
the greats.
Well,
It's
you
really
you
not.
think that's just us because we grew up on other
No,
stuff? Or you think
and
it's
I
just
hate
not
Anna.
as good?
And I hate Anna Kendrick. I'm never watching that movie.
You
I
hate
like
Anna
Anna
Kendrick?
I
I
like Anna
despise her.
I don't know what
like
it
her.
is, but I like her.
I hate her.
She's got a... I don't know what it is, to be honest. She's
I don't
not
like her
very
face.
funny.
She's not funny. I don't think she's. I don't like her singing. I don't like her face. I don't like her.
I think she just seems like a normal person, and that's why I like
She
her.
looks
I like a
like-
good normal person in
She looks like
movies.
a grown chipmunk.
She does.
I don't like it.
She does look like a grown chipmunk, a big squirrel.
It's a big squirrel.
Just singing and fucking pit. They made 3 of them, dude. How the hell they do that?
But they fucking make
I don't
money.
know what happened after that
They
first
make
one.
so much money, bro.
I bet they did, dude. I bet they fucking did.
Absolutely, man. With all these animated movies, they always try and milk more out of them.
Yeah.
It's rare but it's some that actually get better. Like I feel like the Toy Stories got better as they made more.
See,
Yeah.
they did a good job with those. But shit like Lion King, when they released that fucking CGI one.
Oh man.
Who did this, bro?
John Favreau.
What the fuck is that, man? Why didn't y'all use all that money towards like a new movie? Dude, keep building on the fucking Lion King franchise. I don't give a shit. Make more prequels. Make more
Yeah.
sequels.
So
It
I
doesn't
think
matter to me.
from if I'm not mistaken, he only did that to be able to get into like do the Star Wars shit. So what they did was like, if I'm not mistaken, the deal was like this: we want to see if you're able to do the Star Wars shit.
Nah,
So here, try this, and if you can do this, then we'll fucking give. They give him the Mandalorian and like
'Cause
all
it's
the
all
other
like
shit.
CGI based?
Nah, because he already did Iron Man by then.
But Iron Man wasn't with Disney because
It was the big. It was Marvel still.
But
It was
Marvel,
the first-
Marvel was independent of Disney.
And then he did what's the other one? He did
Which
what's the
one?
little kid?
Mowgli?
Yeah, he did that movie.
Mowgli?
Not Mowgli. He did the good version of that movie. Mowgli was not good.
Oh, the Jungle Book.
The Jungle Book. Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't. The Jungle Book was the one that he.
That was probably that one. Yeah.
That was the one where they were like, "We want you to make this, and if you can make this, we're gonna give you Star Wars."
Yeah.
And they gave him Star Wars.
Could
And I'm sure they
Jungle
probably
Book-
made
that-
him make the fucking Lion King too.
That new Netflix one, like the live action one?
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about?
No,
Was
he did the Disney one.
he did the
the Jungle
animated
Book.
one.
No, it's like an all CGI one. It's just
Okay,
like
yeah.
the only
With
thing.
Scarlett
that's-
Johansson, right? She's a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, sexy ass. Snake.
Sexy
Wait,
ass.
so they made a movie
Sexy
called
ass
Mowgli
snake.
2? They also made that one?
Yeah, they did that at the same
Yeah.
time.
What is that one about?
It's
It's
the same thing.
same shit. Kid grows up, gets fucked by animals. You know what I mean?
He gets fucked
Same
by these
thing.
monkey and this bear somehow. I don't know. I don't know where this
You know,
bear
you know which
came
one I
from.
like? I like the fucking animated, the bare necessities.
Yeah.
That one's hard.
That
bro.
shit goes hard,
That's
bro.
so fire.
I don't
That
need
book's
a
a good
fucking.
movie.
I don't need CGI. I need a fucking dancing bear. I need him talking about the bare necessities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I don't need the CGI. I don't need this like 3D soft looking
I
shit.
don't want it to feel. That's my issue with like CGI movies. I don't want it to feel real.
Yeah.
I want to feel like I'm
Yeah,
escaping.
Don't
something.
make it too real. Yeah, because then it just looks silly, man. What is this?
Are you guys excited for Avatar 2?
No.
You know, man.
I'm not.
I love I've always wanted a good underwater movie, and I haven't got
It's
one.
gonna take place underwater.
Yeah, well, it's
Well-
largely going to take place underwater.
They're in-
now
they're
that's-
in the
that's-
sea.
I think
now
it's
that's
called,
interesting.
like-
Now that's interesting.
Waters. What is it called?
I don't know.
Something water. Water's
waters
in the
of,
name. Water's
the waters
in the name.
of Lake Minnetonka.
Avatar water.
Avatar water.
Avatar water.
fir-
That's the second
The
one.
first one was good. I remember I watched it. Man, I watched it years ago, right when it came out, and I saw it with like 3D. Back when 3D was like.
The shit.
Back when 3D was like, they give you the little glasses and one of them is red and one of them
Yeah.
is blue with the little lens.
Fucking
and you
paper. They made it like cardboard.
made it fucking paper. Bro, I wanted to puke watching it in 3D because it was just like, there's a lot going on in the 3D movies,
Yeah, man.
in
Yeah.
my opinion.
3Ds are definitely overrated. 3Ds are something you do for like 10 minutes and then it stops becoming good.
Yeah.
And then you know what sucks about 3D is you can't fucking take them off midway.
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
have
god, I used to
watch
do
it
that
with the whole thing.
I used to do that all the time as a kid. I used to be like taking my glasses off and looking at the movie, and it looks all stupid on the screen.
Sometimes I would take them off because it hurt. I would be like,
Yeah.
dude, this is hurting my head. Like, this is not even fun
Exactly.
anymore.
And then if you already wear glasses, it's just a big fuck you.
Yeah, it is. It's a big fuck you to anyone who wears glasses. Fuck you guys.
I was watching Doctor Strange, and they were showing the
Did you watch
trailer.
it in 3D?
No, I didn't. Thank God I didn't. Jesus
what a
fucking
stupid
Christ.
fucking thing to put in 3D. that
Horrible.
movie.
But they were showing the trailers or whatever, right? And they showed the Avatar 2 trailer, and I was laughing because I just think that the fact that they're making another one is very funny to me.
Yeah, and
And
imagine
then-
it flop. It won't though. But imagine
It's not
it
going to
flops.
flop. It's going to make money, but I don't see the value. Anyways,
I hope it's good.
right after that, they showed the new Jurassic Park movie, and I was cracking up in the theater. I was dying laughing.
It looks bad, doesn't
It's
it?
just a bunch. They got
horrible,
everybody from the
bro.
first movie, and it just looks so old,
It looks so old.
and it's just so sad.
and it's so like we're gonna help him, right? Yeah, we're gonna help.
It's
him.
like-
you know, it's like very, very cheesy, dude.
It's like no matter what you do in your career, you always have to come back and do this.
Yeah.
Like that's why I feel bad for like people in Star Trek because they just have to do that the rest of their life.
How much do you want to bet that Steven Spielberg looks at that and he's like, what did they do to my movie?
Bro,
He
What
doesn't
did
care.
they, what did
He
they do
has
to my movie?
Or he has to
He
be
probably
just a little
cares.
sad.
He's a producer in them.
Oh, God, he
'Cause
is.
there's money involved.
What
There's
is he
money involved.
doing?
Steven Spielberg got some misses. He got some.
He does have some
Speaking
misses.
of, he did BFG.
He did do BFG.
He did BFG.
That's hilarious.
I think he's at the
He
point
did
where like
that.
he just wants to like he's so old and he just wants to remain productive, so he just makes anything that he likes, even if the idea isn't fully like baked yet.
Yeah.
if you got a big name like that, you're gonna take the check.
Exactly.
You know.
And like
Didn't
even though the movies themselves aren't good, it all is put together very well. That's a good
Yeah.
thing like about his movies. Like even if you don't like the idea of the movie, you can watch his movies and generally you'll probably have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, those movies aren't good. Like the first one, actually wasn't too bad.
Wait, the first Jurassic Park?
No, not the very first.
That movie's fucking great.
No, those are phenomenal. Not the original 3.
Oh, you talking about the new ones?
Yeah, there was 3 of them, right? In the original?
Of the original, there were
Yeah.
3. He only directed the first one.
I think I only saw 2 of them. But the first one with Chris Pratt. That one actually wasn't bad. That one wasn't bad. It was the second one was stupid.
None
the
of them
third
were
one
good.
Looks like it's gonna be real bad.
Yeah.
The first one wasn't like terrible. It was
okay.
You poke a lot of holes in it, but you're like, at least I'm having fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The second one, I was like, I'm questioning how much fun I'm having right now. This third one, I feel like it's gonna be entertaining, but it's not gonna be a good movie.
It's just gonna be stupid.
There's dinosaurs on the street. How would that happen? And then realistically, dude, if dinosaurs really did show up,
They'd be
we'd
dead.
immediately mow them down.
They'd be dead.
We'd immediately destroy them.
You know what? If I was that studio exec, I would have got the fucking guy who made the Planet of the Apes movies and gave him a bunch of money and be like, hey, make a fucking badass Jurassic Park.
But I feel like there's nothing you can do with that idea. Like there's nothing like good anymore.
It's very
With
stale.
Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's got to be.
What is there?
What they did now, but better. But they should have done a better job at it.
I don't know what
The
else
whole
you can
fact
do.
like the dinosaurs get to the mainland, that is kind of cool. But
It's going to be It's going to
Or-
get goofy.
maybe what they should have done is like it was like chaos on the island. You know
They
what I
did
mean?
that.
But
That was
they
the whole
did-
first movie.
But it wasn't good because
It
like chaos broke out, and then it was like almost 5 minutes later it was just dealing with only them 4. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like it was like, where did everybody? Did they all die?
Everybody else was dead.
I guess everybody else died. But like, wouldn't it have been cooler if it followed like several different characters throughout their journey, like surviving
I feel
around
like
the island?
those movies always try to get to, okay, we got to do whatever we can to get the dinosaurs in L.A. We don't give a fuck what happens in the movies.
Yeah.
The dinosaurs need to make it to the mainland.
The third one has to be
It has to be
T-Rexes running
somewhere.
around. Yeah,
That's
because
funny, man.
it realistically that would never ever happen. How would you accidentally bring dinosaurs over?
That's why I don't get
Because it wasn't on purpose. The dinosaurs were running away and they ended up on the
And
boat. I think right?
Somebody ended up in America.
How?
I don't
No one
fucking get
looked
it.
in the back of the boat and was like, "Oh, we got dinosaurs in here." How does that happen?
All for the purpose of sequels, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of fucking shitty movies, or movies that were good and then had shitty sequels, I was talking to Omar about this the other day, and the fucking guy in Taken, Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know this until he popped up in the show Atlanta. He'd gotten in trouble for like he said some shit basically like he said he wanted to go beat up black people for
Yeah,
something like that.
he said like a friend of his got raped by a black guy, so he spent like months like walking through the streets of London looking for black people to beat.
And he said he did that when he was.
crazy.
That's crazy to fucking
That's a crazy
say.
thing
It's
to
a crazy
do.
thing to say. Crazy thing to do. Crazy thing to say. He said
I walk around. I'm just trying to pick a fight with any black person I see.
and he said he did that when he was in his 20s, right?
Yeah,
And I think the framing of it was like he said it and he was like, "I'm a changed man," yada yada yada. Like
Yeah.
Adam didn't. He still shouldn't have said that. But like
nobody asked him.
nobody asked him. Keep it to yourself.
bro.
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah, you keep that deep down.
And then I have a particular set of skills. This fucking guy, man. Anyways, yeah, he goes on the show Atlanta,
oh fuck.
and one of the main characters in the show, he had just taken a bunch of drugs. And he ends up in this club, and then he sees like a little napkin. And it says "Cancel Club,"
Yeah,
and I'm assuming it's like people who are canceled. And Liam Neeson's at the bar, and then he sees him at the bar, and then Liam Neeson's talking to him, and then he's asking him like, "Oh, like why'd you say that?" And then Liam Neeson's like, "Oh, I was." I was a changed guy, like, I was a younger man. I didn't know any better.
yeah.
And then the main character's like, well, it's all right, bro. Like, you're here now, and we're here together, and we're drinking. And he's like, well, now I hate all of you for what you did. He's like, now I hate all of you black people for how you ruined my career.
That was so fucking.
But he's
funny.
still in shit.
Yeah.
He's still in movies.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Bro,
no one-
people
you
don't-
ruined it yourself.
that too. Nobody asked you to say this.
That's like Hitler being like, "Fucking Jews, they got me caught for killing him." Like,
It's like me interviewing you and then you just bring up like some wild shit from 15 years ago. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I didn't ask you that. Like, what is
to be
this?
the report. I mean, to be the interviewer who got that answer.
Oh my
must have been
God.
like, "Oh, okay, let's roll with this."
Oh, I'm getting a fucking raise,
Oh.
brother.
I'm getting
a fucking.
I'm getting a scoop.
Bro, he went to that back room and they were clapping for him. I bet. Excellent job out there. Excellent job.
Just ruined Liam Neeson's career.
Bro, there's so many of these fucking celebrities that are probably so racist and probably did so many fucked up things behind
Yeah.
closed doors.
Yeah, just like all Americans, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like any average
I
American.
didn't go around hunting down people of certain
I
races.
think
No,
anyone
I'm
above
just
the
saying, like,
age of 40.
Oh yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
70-something million Americans who probably
Yeah, and what Omar is about to say is very true.
Yeah. Anything
Omar-
above 40, 50, You got to be a little careful.
Hell yeah.
You got to be you got to keep your eye out. See what
Bro.
they're all about, you know?
Fucking every time I see Mark Wahlberg's face, I'm just like, damn, that guy made it out of there.
He beat up an Asian guy.
He beat up an Asian guy, and he's a star.
He's
That's insane.
which is crazy. And I heard someone say, I don't know if this is true, that he stabbed him. I thought he beat him like half to death, but did he stab him
I don't
in the
know.
face?
I mean, Jay-Z stabbed somebody.
Justin Timberlake?
No, Jay-Z.
Oh,
Justin Timberlake. JT.
dude, I was like,
Justin Timberlake.
that cannot
The
be.
fucking, he did it when he had his ramen hair.
Yo, when he had his ramen
Oh, if
noodle
I get
blonde
stabbed
hair,
by a guy with ramen hair, bro,
Ramen
kill
noodle.
me.
just
You got
dancing and
stabbed.
singing while he
What did
does
he look
it?
like? He had ramen noodle blonde hair, and then he danced around and sang.
I know exactly who it is.
And he danced like Michael Jackson around me.
What's a JT song?
Imagine
I'm trying to think.
fucking-
He's so many.
I don't know.
I actually don't know. What the hell's a Justin
I don't know.
Timberlake?
I don't
Just
know.
to
My
myself.
mind's
One with
blanking.
Timberlake?
He has some good
Uh,
songs. My
the one
mind's
with
just
Timberlake?
blanking.
Mirror, suit and tie.
Oh,
Cry Me a River.
That's there we go.
One of the greatest diss records of all time. That's a great song.
Who's that a diss to? His
Britney
like,
Spears.
ex-girlfriend?
It's a diss to Britney Spears.
They were fucking.
They were dating.
Good for you, Justin.
Oh, they dated.
Yeah.
you.
And then he said, and he made the song, and it was like she was cheating on him.
She was cheating on JT.
Mm-hmm.
Doing my
They have
boy
a whole
wrong.
video where it's like a fake Britney Spears, and he like finds a video of her like cheating on him. It's a great music video, bro. It's
They don't make
amazing.
them like they used to.
they do a little.
They used to. They used to call people out for real in music
Oh,
videos
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Remember
that
Eminem? And, I was about to say Eminem and fucking Mariah Carey.
Yeah, the
Oh,
obsessed
man.
song. Why you so obsessed with me? And then
Why
she
you so
made that about
obsessed?
him, and then he just—I forgot what he says in the
So
song.
with
but something
Eminem,
real mean.
with Eminem and Mariah Carey, had they actually been like a thing, or
They were dating.
so they were actually dating?
they were publicly dating.
I think so.
I thought they were like undercover fucking, and he said something about it, and then she like quickly like denied it,
Let's do.
I think at the very least,
and he was like, "Bitch, you're lying," basically.
at the very least,
you lying.
Eminem,
Bitch, you're
Eminem
lying, I
fucked.
did. Yeah, at the very least, I think Eminem fucked her.
You know, I've heard she's a fucking asshole because I was reading on Reddit like about people who met celebrities in real life,
Mhm.
and pretty much most of the thread was saying that like they're talking about different people they've met like at grocery stores or whatever. Mostly people in California who live there, and they're saying they met people. They said Mariah Carey is the biggest bitch.
I've
Yeah.
heard that, yeah.
She's-
Very like diva.
Very diva, very like snobby. Like she's not gonna fucking take a picture with you. She's gonna like she's
So-
got like walks on air. You know what I mean? She
How could you
thinks
be a mean celebrity, bro? Just be nice. Everyone is being nice to you. How could you possibly be mean? You know what I mean?
Because I have more talent than everybody in this whole stadium.
But like Mariah steps into a place, you know everyone is doing everything she says.
True.
So it's like, what could you possibly be angry
It
about?
could be annoying though. Imagine
yeah.
everywhere you go, people want something from you.
That's probably what she wants. Oh, wait, no.
I don't want anything from that thought. I don't want to hear her sing that fucking Christmas song one more time.
You know how much money she makes off
You're
that
going to
shit,
hear it
dude?
every day the rest of
Ridiculous.
your life, bro.
I think she makes like close to, oh, fuck, I had just seen the stat like last Christmas.
a couple mil.
I think it's like a couple mil.
And you know what's crazy?
Something like
man.
1 to
There-
2 mil
There's,
every year.
there's for sure a boardroom in her like label office, right, where they're talking about projected earnings, and they're like, "Yeah, we know we're going to get like $3 million off of this one song
Right?
every fourth quarter,
It's a massive holiday bonus for her every year.
Jesus.
Just playing in Macy's and shit.
everywhere. It's in commercials.
It's one of the most sold records in the if not the world, like in this country.
I believe
ever.
it. I fucking believe it, bro.
Yeah, I was looking at a list of them, and like some of them are like so random. I
Man,
forgot
it's
the other
not
ones.
that good.
Man,
No, it's not.
Americans
Well, it's
are
catchy,
just
I'll be honest.
they
It's very
like they
catchy.
like what they like, bro. They're so basic, man. We're basic, bro.
We're
Yeah.
Americans
creatures
like
of
what
habit,
they like,
dude.
bro.
We
yeah,
like that tradition, dude.
yeah. I hate. I don't like tradition. I think tradition is such
Yeah.
an antiquated thing. Like just because motherfuckers did shit 50 years ago, we've learned how to do better shit since then. So why don't we replace these traditions and do new shit?
There's some traditions I like. Like
better
Christmas,
Christmas
I like the tradition. of
Christmas in general is a cool thing.
I like the feeling of Christmas.
But
Yeah,
like to play
absolutely.
the same Christmas songs. Get some new ones.
But it's kind of cool.
gotta be
though.
good ones.
It brings like a nice feeling. You're like, damn, it's Christmas again.
It does. You know what's funny? I was just talking to someone about how I'm excited for it to be Christmas. Like I'm excited, not just Christmas, but the holidays.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the
You
holidays.
know how
low-key.
great that is? Like at the end of the year, like there's more parties. Like you get to do shit with your family more.
You do feel happier.
The weather is cold, so you can fucking layer up and dress all
Exactly.
fly.
You're not
Oh, man.
sweating the moment your foot touches concrete outside.
It's hell, bro.
Jesus.
That's true.
Not right, dude. I need cooling seats. I don't know where. I don't know how you get those. I don't know how much they cost to put in your car when you're buying a car, but I need them.
Cooling seats.
I
Like,
don't know if that exists. I know they have heated seats.
yeah, they only have heat.
They gotta have cooling seats for sure. They have cooling seats.
I don't know, bro.
But I've
Are you talking
only-
like a seat that has AC?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Blowing
dude.
cold air
I
up.
promise, because when I used to valet, I mean, it would be nicer cars that it'd be in, but there were cooling seats. It'd
They
be
had
like
cool seats,
it's basically like little tiny holes all throughout
and the
seat.
air circulates from the AC to the up to your ass.
Omar
up
just
to your ass.
Omar
That's
just called us broke.
Amazing.
Yeah. That's what I got. No, it wasn't my car. I wish, bro. Are you kidding? You know, I got in my car a small handheld fan.
Fucking, your face is just
Yeah.
dripping. You just had that little handheld fan on.
I
your
got
You're
face.
at Six Flags.
I got the regular bullshit AC, but it can't keep up because it's so fucking hot. And then I got this thing.
Oh my god. bro.
Windows down. You're just fucking spraying yourself with a little water from the
I'm about to
fan.
die and shit. But they have cooling seats, which is wild.
That's crazy.
That's
But
how
I'm sure it's pricey.
That's how it is when I went to Disney. People holding those little handheld fans, and then
Yeah. Spraying
they have water bottles for like $5 a piece.
Crazy, bro.
$5
Disney is a
for
crazy place.
I want to go so bad.
It's honestly so much fun, but it's so expensive, man. And I can only imagine right now with all the inflation, it's probably $10 a water bottle.
Oh my god. I remember like thinking back to like going to Disney World with my family and how much that costs. That's like a couple racks
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to get in the park alone.
You might as well go on like to a resort. You know what I
It
mean?
damn near is a resort. If you live like on the property, bro, it's a resort.
Yeah, if you stay on the property, that's
Are
legit
you
like
kidding?
staying in a
Do you know how
resort.
much those fucking rooms are?
Those are even
Like,
more
the ones
expensive.
on
crazy
the-
expensive.
If you want to get the ones like in the full get up rooms, like that have like the theme.
Oh, forget about it.
those are
bro.
like
$1,000 a
fucking-
night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1,000 a night, 1,500 a night, and shit.
You can
That
sleep-
Star
I
Wars
think-
one, isn't it? Like $2,000 a night or something.
probably, but I would fucking do it. Oh my god.
It would be cool.
I wish I had
it's
money.
it's honestly just such a fun like family trip because you know everybody like even though you're an adult and you might not want to get on the rides and shit, it's cool seeing like
Your
even,
kids.
even me
Yeah.
like not having kids and me seeing little kids doing this shit. I'm like, that's cool, man. Like they're having fun. It's cool seeing people have a good time.
It's cool and it's great, but fuck them kids. The thought of me sleeping in a room and like a painting of Jabba the Hutt right next to me just made me smile.
And Jabba's up there as you're trying to raw dog your fucking wife.
This one's for you, Java.
Jabba.
R.I.P.
That made me smile.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not even in the room. That was great.
That's nice. That is nice.
That's
It's nice
just
being at like
expensive.
themed places like that, like, you know, really, really nice.
But then you got to
places
think, how much is a smile worth? Because that shit is expensive.
Not
Man,
$1,000.
I know.
Fucking hell.
Use that shit as a down payment for a car or a house, bro.
Hell no.
There's cooler hotels I'd stay
Bro,
at.
fuck Disney. We can go to the mall and they got that little festival, that little carnival,
Look at-
and it's way
Little
cheaper.
There we
carnival.
go. That's all you need.
That's
I get
it,
you a
man.
funnel cake and we're good to go. like,
Funnel cake.
They have like underwater hotels like in Dubai and shit. That'd be super cool.
That'd be awesome.
Dubai
crazy
doesn't
looking.
seem real to me.
No, it does. Bro,
It's
I've
just
heard.
magical city in the desert.
It is.
I know someone whose aunt went to Dubai and she was telling me about
Did she
it.
get pooped on?
Because she get pooped on. Apparently,
They
they're
do that,
real
bro.
into fucking like shit in Dubai.
Bro, they fly out like girls.
Yeah.
Like hella,
Wait,
it's a lot of girls.
What do you mean they're real into fucking shit in Dubai?
So like literal shit. They like getting pooped on. They like pooping on people. They're
Like,
very
legit,
into like,
bro.
like pooping and throwing up and stuff like that. They're real into that. You know what else they're really into? They're camels and horses. They'll hire women
Like
to come
doing
jerk
like
off
to fuck their camels.
to fuck their
Bro,
camels or horses.
they're getting,
Well, I
they're-
mean, they do that in Mexico, so I guess it's the same.
because
No,
they'll have
but
like
they're
super
flying-
high bred.
they're flying girls from all over the world to Dubai to just do weird sexual acts.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I listen to a podcast, and the guy who hosts it, he does another one where they have anonymous calls, and they vet them, so they make sure that it's real, and they'll just basically tell stories. And this girl was talking about how for, I think it was like 75 grand, she went to Dubai for like a week, and they basically did whatever they wanted to this girl. So they would shit on this girl, they would throw up, they would shit on each
my
other.
God.
It was multiple dudes, shit like that, like several girls. They would basically have shit orgies in this room, and then they would leave, they would go shower to their families, and the girls would stay there. And they'd come back, and they'd do it again every night, and then they'd finally let the girls go and shower.
Bro, I saw a thread on Twitter of girls just sitting in front of the cameras like, yeah, I was in Dubai, and there was a man recording me while 15 other men shit on me.
At what
For
cost?
50 racks.
Bro, don't do it for 50
That's
racks.
not worth it.
How do you go home? Like, what is the flight back home for you?
Especially if it's on video. That's even worse.
Yeah, dude.
It
Like,
kills me.
That's gonna come out somewhere.
And I just see
Just floating around.
I
out
just see the
there.
girls taking the same picture in Dubai. I just be laughing. I'm like, who peed on you for you to take this picture?
in Dubai.
In
you
Dubai.
got done showering,
Oh
didn't
my
you?
God, I'm
They
on a
just let you
camel.
out.
I'm on a camel, and then 3 hours later, you're jacking off the same camel.
She's jerking
Checking
off
out
that
that
same
same
fucking camel.
Yeah, man.
Fucking.
But I've heard it's a fucked up place. Like
Yeah.
like a real like the discrepancy in like
The wealth gap.
Yeah, the wealth gap.
The
is
inequity
ridiculous.
is crazy from
Like,
what I've heard.
Over there, there's super poor people, and then you go to like a fucking little coffee shop, and they have like gold flakes in the coffee.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like super duper high end, ridiculously luxurious,
It's
and then
insane.
ridiculously poor people.
And
too.
the city is just like, they don't have shit because they only rely on oil, bro. So
Yeah.
like, they don't, and they're trying to diversify, but you can't. How are you gonna turn it? They want to turn it into like, they're in Saudi Arabia. They want to turn it in general into like more of a tourist type destination.
Yeah, and
It's
they're
like,
trying to promote like
how the
education and stuff.
Yeah, 'cause they
like
How
just
the
got
fuck
infrastructure.
are you gonna convince people
The
to go
World
there?
Cup is going to be there in the winter. That's how much. Usually the World Cup is in the summer. They said, "Fuck that. We got so much money. Put that bitch in the winter, so y'all can come over here and fucking play for us."
Wow,
just
it's crazy. They probably paid up the ass for that shit.
Hell yeah.
We'll figure it out. Make some super heaters in there.
Make some super.
They got fucking like ski mountains in there and shit. They built like ski
It's
resorts
insane,
in
bro.
Dubai. It's
There's
a
like
wild
a
fucking
Ski
place.
resort?
Yeah.
There's a whole
How
like
does it work?
artificial mountain.
Oh, it's
snow.
artificial snow.
I have no, it's not artificial snow. It's like man-made snow. Like they probably like push ice through some sort of shaving machine that like shoots out like powder.
That's so.
It's actual snow. It's not like fake snow.
place
I'm guessing
doesn't
it's
seem
all
real.
indoors, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's all indoors.
I say that shit would melt outside.
No, yeah, it's not outside. It's got to be in some. I don't know exactly how it is.
Imagine
But
like
I
a
know it
giant
exists.
warehouse. You go in, there's a bunch of fucking Arabs in there wearing this bougie ass like gold ski gear and shit.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
Me and my family were here. Like me and the shit girls. I brought shit girls here. We're going to ski. We're going to shit.
There's a line. You know people like hitch their horses. There's fucking lions hitched up, bro. Like actual lions.
Crazy.
And they're
fucking
just
lions.
sleeping like dogs. You know,
It's
like,
crazy.
just hanging out.
I saw
They'll
a
have
video-
cheetahs in their SUV with them and shit. The passenger seat.
I saw a video. I'm pretty sure it was like in Dubai or fucking Saudi Arabia. One of these Arab ass places. And it was a video of this like Arab prince dude. He was running around his yard. And you see like this big brown thing behind him. You're like, what the fuck is that? And it's chasing him. It's a fucking bear.
Oh my god.
And the bear is chasing him. And then he turns around and he starts chasing the bear.
Yeah.
And the bear fucking falls and hits his face. And then he's laughing at the bear. And the bear runs around and starts chasing him again. It's fucking
And
crazy.
the whole Saudi Arabian get up with like the white gown.
Yeah,
and,
he
like,
has the whole
thing on
gown. And
his-
he's like, ah. And the fucking bear falls and he starts laughing in the bear's face.
Bro,
It's
they'll
the
just have like a
craziest fucking
cheetah in the
thing.
front seat with a leash, or like a panther or something like that in the front seat, and the thing just looks like it's having a great time.
Oh my god,
remember-
bro.
Man, back
What
when
a trip!
I remember back when Vice was fucking awesome. They did this thing where they sent this one reporter, this British chick, over there to talk to these dudes to get to like know them because she saw all these like lions posted on Instagram. I think it's called the Big Cats of Instagram or Big Cats of Saudi Arabia, something like that. It's a YouTube Vice one. And she goes to the dude's place and he's like letting her pet the lion or whatever. Then he says, "Go play, sure." And then like she fucking goes into like the lion's thing and she's like playing with it and then it gets on top of her and she's underneath it and the lion's like in her face and like you could just tell she's like she's fucking scared. And then when he like gets the lion off of her and then when she gets in front of the camera she was like, that's the scariest thing that's ever happened to me.
Dude, that has to be because they sense fear and shit.
Yeah.
So this thing
That's
is
what
like,
the guy
who
was-
is this? Like, why is it so scared? This is food. This is probably food for me.
That's what the guy was saying. He was like, "Don't show any fear. Like, no matter what
do
you
you
do this
mean?
whole time, don't show any
It's a
fear."
lion.
And it's a big ass fucking lion just
Yeah.
staring at me in my eyes.
It's a large tiger. Just don't show any fear.
And she got up. She's like, "Oh yeah, oh my god."
You cannot be calm in a situation like that, dude. You cannot be. If you didn't grow up with that thing,
Man.
there's like a 50-50 chance that thing's gonna attack
Even
you.
growing up with it,
still might.
It's a fucking wild animal. It takes
real. Yeah.
thousands of years to domesticate animals, man.
And I've heard with big cats like that, you need to be careful with like how you discipline them and shit. And wolves, you know how people keep like wolves or like wolf dogs that are like really close to wolves.
Yeah.
You need to be careful with like how you treat them because if you discipline them too hard, they take it as like a threat.
As they should.
And it'll basically be like once you do that, like you broke their trust, and like you're not my friend anymore. I don't care how
Now-
much food you try to give me now. Now like you're my enemy, and I'm gonna
now I
attack
will
you.
eat you,
Yeah, I've heard wolves are like that, like a lot,
bro.
and they're huge, bro.
no
if you
one-
see an actual wolf next to somebody, it looks like fucking Game of Thrones. They're
no one
massive.
should have these animals. That's at the end of the day, no one should have them.
It's true.
They should be in the wild.
What do we have giant snakes for? Put the
It's-
boa
it's
constrictor back
insane,
in the
man.
rainforest.
I had a friend, a guy that I met recently, and he was telling me that he grew up in like North Carolina, and he was saying that he went hunting up there, and they were like in the forest, him and like his uncles or whatever, and I think they were looking for deer, right? And as they were walking through, it was like early in the morning. he said like 50 yards away, he sees this like really big, like really, really beautiful, like shiny brown dog. And he's like, what the fuck is that? And like he keeps looking at it, and then it looks at him, and it's like studying him, and like he like moves one way and he moves the other way, and it like follows him, and he moves a little bit forward and it runs away. And the other guys were telling him it was a coyote.
Oh my God.
And he was saying it was like beautiful. Like the coat was like gorgeous. Like it looked like someone groomed it. Like it's a beautiful animal.
Oh wow. Some coyotes are really nice. I've heard there's like a whole disease and like it's a lot going on with coyotes right now because like their habitats are being fucked up because they live around like suburbs kind of in a way, like on the outskirts of it. So they've been coming. I forgot what city.
Are they scavengers?
Yeah, they're scavengers.
They're scavengers.
No.
Are they hunters?
They might be both because they hunt for sure.
They hunt, but I think they're trying to survive.
Because they'll get like rabbits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like they'll get your dog. And so there's like
We'll get your dog.
There's like a little I think there's like a town in Texas. I'm pretty sure it was in Texas. And they have like a coyote problem apparently. And there's been like coyotes that have been coming into their neighborhood and fucking attacking kids.
It's time to
and like
leave.
Killing their cats and stuff.
It's time to move out.
Yeah.
It's time to
There's like a mauled like
gets
cat.
attacked by a coyote.
Bro, it's like 3 kids in the city got attacked by a coyote.
Oh my
I
God,
think by the same coyote. I don't remember. And they're like,
He has an appetite.
They don't know if it's because like the habitat's fucked up, so it's coming in there, or maybe someone's feeding it, and so it's getting comfortable and just attacking kids.
Imagine for 9 months you hold this baby in your belly, and then you push this baby out, and then it's 3 years old, the baby. And the last time you see the baby, the coyote has it by the mouth.
Bro, if a coyote kills your baby,
Fucking walking away with your baby by the
Is
arm.
Red Dead Redemption? How does this happen?
In the modern times, your coyote, your fucking, I mean, your baby eating, your baby getting killed by a coyote.
Your baby eating a coyote. If I catch my baby eating a coyote, I'm gonna call the government.
Speaking about
It's a
babies,
superhero,
speaking
dude.
about babies and eating, there's a giant formula shortage, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's real funny? The whole
we're-
abortion ban, and then we have this.
And then
Right?
this pops up.
Yeah.
Jesus
How funny!
Christ.
We're gonna have to start breastfeeding, guys.
And I was reading something about like they denied like a fund for it or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like
I think-
some shit like that back in the day.
I think why it originally happened, why this shortage is happened, is
There's not enough titties.
no,
there's
was
not
a-
enough. One, there's not enough titties. No, I'm just
They
kidding.
were toxic, I think. Like there was.
Yeah, there's a recall. There was a
yeah.
recall, and there was a massive recall, and they haven't been able to like ramp up the supply chain fast enough because of everything happening with COVID. So they haven't been able to get out the baby formula. So there's people who have infants who need formula, and they can't find it.
It's very
That's crazy.
discouraging that there was a mass contamination in a fucking formula factory.
For real, bro.
I know, bro. It just
What's
shows,
going on? How did this happen?
Like, what's the sketchy shit going on here? Don't we have shit regulating this shit?
and how did it affect so much formula? Like, how does this work?
To where there's a shortage.
yeah, like what did y'all keep like just make a shit ton until you're completely full and like, all right, we ship it all out, and then we realize it's bad. Like, how
Pretty
did this
much.
happen? How did you guys not realize
I
like
think-
during the production?
I also think it's because a lot of the formula is made by just a few companies. One of
Yeah.
them being it's a company called Abbott. They make all kinds of shit, but like one of them they make like COVID tests. They make like
Are they
all
the
kinds
ones
of
who have
pharmaceutical
like
shit.
Gerber and shit like that?
I don't know, but I know they make a lot of like pharmaceutical shit, and they make baby formula. They're one of the biggest. I think they might be the biggest in the U.S. The biggest maker of baby formula in the U.S.
So was it one?
It was their company.
Supplier?
It was their company had a massive contamination at like one of their main factories.
Oh shit! But the other ones are still going. It's just not enough. It's
Yeah,
like still a shortage.
I think it's like I think it's just not enough to supplant everything else.
I was reading that there's like a military operation. They're flying in formula from Europe.
We gotta save the
With
babies.
the military,
We
like,
gotta save the
we
baby.
gotta save the babies. Go get a cargo jet over there. Get as much formula as you can. they just send military people into the European WalMarts and just buy as much formula as you possibly.
It's funny,
can.
and then I bet 3 months from now there's gonna be too much formula.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's always later too. Like right now we need it, no one has it.
Yeah.
But eventually in 3 months when no one needs it, we're gonna have too
It's
much.
gonna be too much.
It's just
And
the,
like COVID tests
the,
and shit.
the inefficiency of the government, right? Like
Yeah.
they just do shit too far, too far, too late. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And by the time we get it, it's like, okay, now how's this shit gonna fucking help anybody?
And then when they
Yeah.
try to fix it, they overshoot it every time.
every time.
Like the fucking $2,000 they gave people in stimulus money, and then they threw it in all of our faces.
Bro, it took them forever to give the stimulus, and then when they finally did, they're like, all right, fine, 2,000 here. And then it was too much money. And now they're like, we don't have any more money, guys. We gave it all away with that 2,000.
We gave it all the way to you.
Yeah.
It's not even
Split
true.
it up in half or something.
That
I
shit
don't know.
is crazy.
Do
That, like,
1,000 one month, 1,000 the next.
people really just stop working. Like that is
Yeah,
off
we're,
of those
we're-
checks.
we're in the Great Resignation right now. There's more there's more job openings than there are unemployed people right
That's
now.
so wild.
That's
bro.
wild, man. Yeah, but no one wants
Eventually, it's gonna go back though.
Yeah, there'll be
Yeah.
some kind of equalizer.
And eventually, the people that did quit are gonna, savings are gonna start running low.
Yeah, they're
be
gonna
like,
realize
You know
they're gonna realize that the custom pillows they're making on Etsy are not selling that they thought they would.
I'm
You
gonna
know
go
what
be
I
a
mean?
nurse again.
I'll go back to being a nurse.
I guess I'll go back to being a fucking nurse.
I didn't want to do it, but I guess I have to.
I guess I fucking.
I
have
think
to.
Google was trying to like get everybody back in the offices, and I'm fucking petrified.
I hate that companies are trying to do that, man. Like, especially a company like Google. Like you don't
There's no
have
reason.
you have some physical products, but you're a software company first and foremost. Why do you need an office?
It's just
spend-
dumb. I don't like it.
I don't like.
I hate that, and then I hate that. Well, my company is like, yo, if Google does it, we should do it. I'm like, no.
That's what
we
they
probably
said?
shouldn't. Yeah, they were like, because when we went to working at home, they mostly did it because Google was doing it. And
Where are
I
my
was
sleep
like,
pods, huh? Where are my sleep pods?
Where my sleep pod? I
Where's
don't
my
got no
cool
sleep pod.
gaming room that Google has?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the other stuff. You're only borrowing this aspect.
Put a
Yeah.
lawn on top of the building.
I need hammocks all over the fucking place. Hammocks and plants and shit like
Hammocks,
Hammocks
fucking
and plants.
daycare.
that. Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty wild. Drop your kid off at daycare for work.
That's nice. That's real nice.
Just when it's lunchtime, go in there and play with your kid.
Imagine your kid fucking like bites like one of the boss's kids or like one of the VP's kids.
Oh my
You know
god,
what I mean?
your kid gets in a fight, or he says some bad shit and like rubs off on the other one.
He
Oh
says
my
he says
God.
something racist.
Yeah, he goes home and starts saying like fucking like derogatory
And
terms.
he's like-
Where did you learn that?
And he's like, I learned it from Jimmy, and then Jimmy's dad is like the senior VP of this fucking division or some shit.
Step into my office.
Insane.
Did your son teach my son?
Does your son say bad words at home?
Yeah. Does your son hate Chinese people? Be honest with
Does
me.
he hate Orientals?
What do you say to your home,
Still
sir?
call them Orientals.
Does he call them Orientals?
This office building that I used to work near when I used to valet, there was like a bunch of like big office buildings, and one of them had like a daycare in the bottom floor, and it was like a legit daycare, the whole
An
bottom
Oriental
floor.
daycare?
An Oriental only daycare, only Chinese kids at this daycare, but all Oriental daycare.
Yo, that word is so crazy, bro. Oh my
Oriental.
god.
That sounds like only food. That sounds like it's only talking about food.
Yeah, no, it does.
Every time I hear that word, I just think of ramen. I just think of the ramen noodle flavor.
But so they have like this big ass first floor with like only a daycare area. You can see through the window and shit. And then they have like a big outside area with a bunch of daycare stuff. And I'm just like, man, that's wild. You're upstairs like working, and your fucking kids down here just like being taken care of.
It's crazy.
And then when you walk down, you never have a moment without your goddamn kid. Actually, now that I think about it, because when you get to work, you give them in, and then you turn them in, and then you pick them up.
They're
at the end of the
always
day.
just around.
Yeah.
But that must be
You drive
very
to work with them. You leave home with them.
that must be very helpful though, because I remember when I used to work at this one place, there was this dude who worked with us, and he was a manager, and he would have to like our store closed at 9, but he would have to like leave at 5 to go pick up his kids from daycare, and then like drop them back off at home. And then his wife would get home, and then he'd leave and come back to the store or some shit.
It's a pain in
Which
the
pain in the ass. And they were paying daycare is expensive,
As
bro.
fuck.
Like
Bro, even the cheapest ones are like $900 a month.
it's
and shit.
very expensive. And you know how
I'm about to
people,
say, I see them for like $2,000 a month.
I have too. I just didn't want to overstep. But yeah, I've seen like
I didn't want to overstep.
I didn't want to say too much. like,
no,
yeah, I've
they
seen
can
that
be
too. Like
they can be
$1,200 and
that,
shit.
especially and yet with the daycare, you don't want to go cheap either. You
Exactly.
don't want to get the $600 a month shit. They're
Yeah,
gonna
you don't
be
want the asbestos daycare.
bro. You don't know what they're gonna be doing to your kid, bro.
For real, dude. Or like they're not like if they're still trying to be nice, but like they're so short staffed and like it's so old that all these other kids are basically it's like prison for
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, man.
They're all just teaching each other bad things. There's one bad kid in there, and all the other kids are probably learning things from this one bad
It's
kid.
true. It's so fucked up though, man. Because like, if you think about it, daycare is one of the only, I guess, like industries, like childcare, like daycare, is one of the only industries that's not like monopolized yet. You know how with like
Yeah.
retailers we have like Walmart, Target, like Amazon.
true, yeah.
Those are the big ones. But with daycare, we don't have that. If you notice, around every city in the country, you just have small companies.
Yeah, I don't
Little
know
small
one like
independent
chain
shits.
daycare. There's no chain daycares.
I don't know why they don't do
No, that's
that.
a-
But
that's a
and,
good
like,
idea,
They make
man.
it like a very rigorous like process to work there, and they pay people a lot of money. I think they could get high quality candidates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, that's a great idea.
We're gonna start our own multicultural misfits thing.
Listen,
Daycare.
That'd be very capital intensive,
No.
but still, like that's cool.
Your
man.
baby cannot be a purebred.
Your baby
It must be mixed to be
What kind
here.
of baby is this?
Hey, imagine all the lawsuits though.
Denying
hell
your
yeah.
baby to get to daycare.
What if we had a really good daycare and all the purebred people are like, God damn it, we can't go in there.
You go to the muggle,
All the purebred.
the
You
muggle
go to the
daycare,
Muggle daycare.
the half and half daycare. You're biracial. This is for only Orientals.
Oh my god.
sir. Get out of here.
The kids are segregated by groups.
By your race. You're
like
that really is
like prison, bro.
they're getting Nazi
like,
tattoos and shit.
It's like the white kids are with the white kids.
Shaving each other's hair. It's just shaving their hair.
The
Oh
white
my
kids are with the white
goodness.
kids, black kids with black people, and then you have the fucking the Chinese kids and then the Hispanic kids. They roll together just like prison.
Just like prison.
Did you
bro.
know that in prison, the Hispanic people roll with the Asian people?
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's a
I
lot
would
of similarities in their culture.
Oh,
would've thought
definitely.
the Hispanics
That's
roll
why
with the black people.
That's why they roll together. No,
Nah,
no.
Hispanics with
The black
Asians.
people do their own thing. The white people do their way
Their
fucking
Aryan
own
thing over
They
there.
do their own thing, but by
Imagine
far, yeah.
it must be bad if you're just a regular white dude and you go in and you're just like, these are my choices. You know what I mean?
Everyone is gonna hate you.
You have to be with these fucking psychos of your own race,
Dude, I'm in here for tax fraud.
Yeah.
right? And you can't get in with the black people, even if you're cool and they're cool.
No,
They
they're not gonna
can't
let you
they
in.
can't be with you. You know what I mean? The Hispanic people are gonna be like, I can't have this white boy in here. Where the fuck is he gonna go?
If you're white or black, it's gotta be rough in prison.
Well, if you're anybody.
Yeah, if
it
you're
could be
anybody.
rough.
If you're anybody
but
in
like those
general.
lawyers, because those are probably like the most far leaning of both sides.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, especially white people, like you said.
Yeah.
But like, I'm assuming black people too, because then on the other side, I feel like everyone's racist.
I just
in there.
never, every time I look at jail, I just be like, yo, why does anybody want to have, maybe because they're in jail for life or whatever, so they want to make it feel like home. But I'll just be like, bro, can everybody shut up so we can do our shit and
Why
go
can't
home?
we all just be friends?
Why can't we just
all
not talk to each
share,
other?
bro? Yeah. If you're gonna have beef with people about not their race. Have beef with people because like they stole from you or something.
If you
like
think
that.
about it, though, jail, what it does is it forces society to revert back to the most simplest of tribal terms and measures.
Yeah.
'Cause
Right?
you need protection.
Because, like, at our core, human beings, we just can't get along. And that's probably going to be our downfall, right?
Yeah.
Is the fact that we can't get along. And when you have jail is like a studied subset of that because you really have it like a focused group of people, criminals who are together, people who can't get along with society. How the fuck are they going to get along with each other?
Yeah.
Very true, man.
You know what I mean? They're either one going to learn to become better criminals or they're going to like, kill each other and be in jail for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
And that race shit runs so deep that like, how do you change that? There's got to be a prison where they all get them to be friends, and then watch the prisoners just like fucking like gain a bunch of intelligence and like start working together and break out.
I think it
They
depends.
they come out too perfect.
Yeah, like one mass breakout, and they all get out.
I think it depends on like the security because they have like different levels. Obviously, the max security ones where they have like child rapists and murderers and shit. Those are where they have the fucking psychos and like the crazy people, like the crazy race wars and shit.
Yeah.
I think at the less like for the people who are just like in for like tax evasion or like
The Martha Stewarts.
robbery,
The Martha Stewarts.
the Martha Stewarts.
the Lil Waynes.
The
The Lil
like,
Waynes.
racketeering and shit like that. Like they're just like in like a more the people that are around are more chill. Like they're not crazy.
Yeah.
They just did some questionable shit and they need to like rehabilitate and then go back out to society.
And they also got money. So they
They
send them
also
to the
got
good
money.
shit.
yes,
Yeah.
this is true too.
Yeah, it's
That's
a lot
wild.
of that.
They be playing tennis in there and shit.
Bro, yeah.
Dude, if you guys
Bro,
seen
even
good,
like the prisoners would be having stuff. They'd be having like iPhones in there. They'd be having
Bro, I
Bluetooths
saw
and stuff.
a
Crazy.
fight. You know how when high school, like when a fight breaks out, everybody pulls their phone out. Bro, I saw a video of like that's like just like that in prison.
It's crazy, man.
Where like two dudes are fighting, everybody has their phone out.
everybody has cell phones in prison.
And it was
I'll tell you
crazy.
right now. I don't know
They'd
how.
be in there cooking, dude.
I saw a dude in there with Jordans.
I saw a dude in there giving a tour of his cell, and he had so many snacks, bro. It's crazy.
He has an Xbox.
Yeah. I think he had a little TV or something like that. But he would like open up his mattress and it was snacks galore. Bro, it looked like a
Crazy.
Kroger in there. And like in his walls and shit like that and the cabinets and all this stuff. He had like just infinite snacks.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Goodfellas?
Yeah.
Bro, they're cooking a whole fucking
Bro.
family dinner in jail.
Yeah.
Bro, they pay him off and they let him in like the staff kitchen.
Bro,
and then they just let him cook.
They bring in boxes of like lobster and red wine and fucking sausage and steak
That's
and
good stuff.
tomatoes and peppers and shit.
In
And they're
jail.
fucking shaving garlic and fucking cooking steak in the pan and shit.
You know what's terrible though? It's still prison.
Right? You're still in
Yeah,
You
prison.
then
still
yeah,
can't like
that's-
just walk out. You still can't like you got a phone in there, but I don't think you could just freely like, hey, what's up? Like talking on the phone while you're walking around and shit.
Nah,
like
you
that.
can't.
I don't think it's like that. You know, you
Well,
still
some-
gotta keep it low key-ish.
I mean, some you can actually.
I
We
mean,
just talked about how people just got phones in prison. Like they can do that now.
They must know, but like, can you just walk around like that with like it on your shoulder, just like talking like while you're walking, like
Maybe.
to go get food and shit, like you're busy.
What if
And
it's
the
just
guards
like,
are trying to tell you something. Oh, I'm on the phone.
Hey, this is my Uber Eats outside. Can you go get that?
Bro, that is
That'd be crazy.
that is
get
hilarious.
Uber Eats delivered to the prison?
That's a funny joke. That's a good little bit or something. You got an Uber driver, just park at the front, like they'll let you in.
Wait for the gates to finish sliding. You come right through.
I'm here for cell 307. Just drop this off. Just page him. You got a delivery. You just come down and you fucking get your food.
He said he'd be wearing all white. Is he here?
I ordered myself some Red Lobster, so pretty excited.
Imagine that though, being in prison on your fucking smartphone,
That'd be crazy.
posting.
bro.
You know, like I've seen videos before, like on Reddit, of people like they've been posted from Instagram to Reddit of like prisoners doing like live, like Instagram live, but in
Yes.
prison, and they'll just be like talking and fucking eating and bullshitting and joking with each other, and they're just like fucking doing Instagram live from
Yeah.
prison.
Just like answering people's questions and shit.
AMA from fucking prison.
Just
Ask
casually
me
talking.
anything.
AMA from
AMAs.
prison. Having a whole like blog session while they're in there, or vlog or whatever.
Which I don't think there's a problem with it. I don't think there's a problem with
I mean,
them having
look,
phones.
they're
Yeah,
trapped
man,
in
gives
there.
a
Give them a
fuck.
fucking phone.
Yeah,
Who
man.
cares?
Give the guys. What are they gonna do? Do you
hear
know what I
about
mean?
that
They have a
story
phone.
of,
They're
of
stuck
that-
in a fucking place.
That fucking corrections officer that released that prisoner.
Insane.
Yeah,
It was a woman.
it was a
was
woman.
a woman.
So it was
It's
a woman.
always a woman
Bro.
releasing the guy.
And listen to this. She was on her. I think it was literally her last day before retirement. So
No, she did that on purpose.
Yeah, she did it on purpose. Like she waited until the very, very end.
She sold everything she has.
Why would you do that? Why would
That-
you?
He had that thing on him.
He must have, I guess.
You
And
think
so
he was dicking her down?
he must
He
have
had
been
to
dicking
be.
her down.
If you looked at her and you looked at him,
Hey, you know what's
could
nuts?
tell.
Guess what he did?
Killed her.
Fucking killed her.
He killed her.
Killed her,
her.
and he's on the run right now. I don't know if
Killed
they caught
her.
him yet.
What
He got in
the
a whole
fuck?
shootout with the cops. I don't know if
Oh,
he
they did
kill-
catch him then. I'm sure.
I think he got away. I don't know.
So she was an older
He got
woman.
out from a shit. What is he? Grand Theft Auto? How did he do that? What is he? CJ? How did he get away
I
with
think
that?
they were in their like 50s, maybe 40s, maybe 50s.
Yeah.
Wow. So she retires, lets
She
him
sells
out.
everything she has. She starts like breaking like people. She starts leaving everybody alone.
I'm guessing she gives him money, right?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Maybe she probably took out like all the money she has and everything to run away.
Yeah, just to run away.
Just to run away, and, like so that they'll never
Wow.
get caught. And then obviously he fucking killed her.
And
then
the
he
video-
took off with her shit. I'm
The
sure.
video is the funniest shit in the world. She just opens the cage and she like walks out, and then the guy just like follows her.
Yeah, he's just following her. Like I can't believe this is happening. This is too good to be true.
I mean, maybe he did have that thing on him.
He must
He
have
had
a thing
to.
on him.
Think about it.
How you fucking prisoners though? How you?
How do you?
It's got to be
What do
easy.
you mean, how? It's
You
pretty
know, if you
easy.
want to, yeah, it's got to be pretty easy.
I think if they work there, they know like the spots to avoid being seen.
Yeah.
Like if you're there long enough, like I feel like if you're in prison for like a week or two, you'll figure out the spots to where you're not gonna get in trouble.
It's got to be rough for a lady prisoner because those guy prisoners,
Yeah,
they've got to be like assaulting those chicks, dude. They've got to be.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the girl prisoners.
Wait,
Like,
what
the
are you
girls
talking
in-
about?
the girls
Girls
in
assaulting
prison.
each other?
Are you talking about
No.
male guards assaulting female?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Like
I'm
in
su-
an
I'm sure it
all-female prison, like I'm sure
Yeah.
there are male
Oh,
guards
yeah.
and they're doing fucked up things.
Yeah.
I'm sure it happens. I'm
Just
sure
like how this lady cop was in there, or this lady corrections officer was, I mean, but this guy's having a great time. This guy, I'm sure, is enjoying it.
Yeah, I don't think it was against his will.
The other one, not so much, I'm sure.
No,
he just had
hell
the
no.
fucking. He just sweet talked her out.
That's wild. Come on, just let me out. We're gonna have a great
let me
life
out.
together.
Probably told her a
Murders
sad.
her.
Probably told her a sad story.
Yeah, I'm not, bro. And I think he was in there for murder. So
Yeah.
how does this happen?
I don't know.
What is this guy telling you? Who knows, man?
He had that pipe on him. I'm
He
telling
must have
you.
had that pipe on him, dude.
I'm telling you, he had to, bro.
Yeah, I seen it through the jumpsuit. I'm gonna let him out.
No, they probably
I'm
were
gonna let
already
him out.
they were probably already fucking at that time. There's no way you sell your house for a guy you don't fuck. You haven't
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah,
That's a
That's
shame
insane.
if she did.
getting some pussy in prison.
That's a hell of an investment.
Hey, I hope she at least got some dick before she died.
You
You know?
I pray to God she did, bro. Because if
Dick
not,
killed her.
If not, it's not worth it.
it's not at all.
No, not at all.
You die in the fucking
If you're not
shootout.
getting any
insane to
dick, then
think
what
of,
was the
man.
death worth?
What was the death?
What
Not
was the death
much.
worth if not?
Just an exciting night. Just an exciting few minutes or something.
An
like
exciting night with this fucking criminal.
that. Yeah. Did y'all hear about fucking Netflix, dude? Laying off 150 people.
It's not surprising, man. Their fucking subscribers are down. They're
Dude.
they're just in the shitter, bro. People.
This is like the beginning of the end for them.
Thank
oh yeah, man.
God.
They're gonna start having ad plans towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, they're gonna do like and you know what it is? It's a fucking single person ad plan
Yeah.
for $8, bro. Who the fuck is gonna want that? You can only have one person on the fucking thing, one phone and one device.
Bro, they're doing that fucking thing where they're splitting seasons in half and they're dropping them in separate months
I hate that.
to make sure that you pay multiple months.
What they don't understand though is that people aren't.
They're just gonna make 2 different emails.
And then I've heard that they're cutting big time back on big time back.
They're cutting big time back, man.
I don't know. I said that, but they I don't know. I said it like that. But they're cutting back on the amount of things that they're producing.
Which I think is a fucking good
I'm
idea.
fine
Yeah,
with that.
finally
'Cause
they
pour-
started doing that.
They poured so much money into so many bullshit projects. They gave every comedian with a dick and an ass a fucking special.
Dick and an
Like
ass.
A dick and an
And let me
ass.
just say, I think comedy specials in general are outdated.
Yeah,
I
think so,
don't.
too.
I don't fuck with the art form
You have to
anymore
be
like
top
that.
tier comedian for that to like.
Yeah,
work
man.
for
Like
you.
I
I
don't
like it sometimes.
I think like live comedy is just better because the special itself is very manicured when you see it versus like if you see a comedian live,
Yeah.
it's much more loose.
yeah.
yeah.
Like the specials, like the comedians are nervous and like it's very like they only use like their best bits and they're not gonna be loose with the crowd
Yeah.
and like
True.
they're not gonna like they're not gonna say shit that could get them in trouble unless you're Dave Chappelle. You know what I mean?
Nah, some people do say shit.
They're
that
not gonna
gets in
rock the
trouble.
boat unless you're the big ones.
But
you
they're
know what I
probably
mean?
using like their most generally loved like jokes, and those are
Yeah.
probably the ones that are like PG.
Exactly.
Well,
You know what I
the
mean? Like,
actors-
they don't get too crazy.
The actor they're using, they've cut shit, they've added shit to for like a long time.
Absolutely, and they've shot that multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically.
But yeah, I don't think it's like necessarily the one that got the biggest laughs. It was like the one that got the most widespread laughs, which is
Yeah.
not good because then it's just like every other cookie cutter fucking comedy special.
There are good specials out there though. I just
I'm
watched
sure
the
there
Drew
are, but-
Michael special. Drew Michael, very good
Bro,
comedian.
no.
I love Drew Michael.
You know what makes me really sad? I love Drew Michael too. I used to really love him.
You didn't like the new one?
I didn't like it.
I loved
Dude, I got
it.
like 15, 20 minutes in and I was like, this is not the Drew Michael I know.
What?
It was
This is
too
actually Drew
cookie
Michael.
cutter. You know when I just said what I just said? I'm exactly talking about him.
What?
I felt like it was too
you gotta
cookie cutter.
finish it.
It was too like she got on Tinder and this blah 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 and then like wasn't that crazy? It's
That's
just
all
like
he does.
It's just like but his other ones were a lot more. I don't know how to describe it, man. You'd have to watch his old shit and his new shit like to really to see
I
it.
love-
Maybe
I
I didn't
love
give it enough of a shot.
You gotta finish it.
Did it start off slow and got better?
It gets better in the middle.
I think I just like podcasts more. Because they're more
I need
natural.
loose, yeah.
They're more natural and loose with their comedy on podcasts, and they're just like, rehashing shit, telling stories like in a very raw way.
Did y'all
you
see
know?
Gerard Carmichael special?
I heard that was pretty good. I haven't
very
seen
good.
that.
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
Gerard Carmichael. He had the Carmichael show. Remember? I don't. What else has he done? He's just
Cool
a
name,
comedian.
though. Carmichael.
I don't know. He was in what's the movie? Neighbors. He was in Neighbors.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
black
yeah.
guy.
The fucking one black guy.
Yeah, the one black guy.
Threw one black dude.
The
in there.
black guy.
Like always, bro. Just one black dude. That's all they
Yeah.
do. They throw.
Well,
one
he's a
black
very
dude
good
in there.
comedian.
They
He
throw
came
one-
out. He came out as gay in the special.
You got to hit the diversity
he?
quota.
Yeah.
Good for him,
He
man.
came out as gay on the special.
Mm-hmm.
When they're doing that Robert De Niro party, the path of the righteous man. He starts doing the Samuel Jackson thing. But that's a good movie. Neighbors was a good movie.
That's a wild movie.
That's one of
bro.
the last like super bad type of like really good like widely loved comedies. Or not widely loved, I guess. but,
Not
like,
widely
Those
loved.
type of like comedy movies where like if you like comedy, there's no denying that this is a good movie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like this is the end and shit like that. Like those undeniably like this is a top tier movie.
That was a wild span of movies.
Yeah, I
like,
know, man.
Superbad,
That was
Step
like
Brothers,
Marvel movies back
Getting
then.
Sarah Marshall,
Right,
all those
Marvel,
movies.
the equivalent of Marvel, but for comedy.
Exactly.
But they don't really do that like those anymore.
Because they just
Yeah.
burnt out. They just did too much of
They're
them.
too scared to go for like those real raunchy like comedies.
Yeah, that too. I think that's a factor too.
Because now they'll make like the one with Seth Rogen. And it's like a fucking romantic comedy, and he's like a fucking journalist, and he's following
And
that shit. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
find- I
that
find-
new one that
I
came out like 2 years ago.
I haven't seen that, but I find that if they do go raunchy, they go too much.
Yeah,
Like it's to
Yeah,
where it's
Sausage
to where it's not
Party?
even funny.
Yeah, like
to where it's not even funny.
yeah, that's
To
true.
where it's overkill. I'm like,
There's
ah,
a
it's
point
little
where I
too
was
much.
watching Sausage Party. I was just like, my mouth was just open. I was like, what is this?
They're
This
just
is not
making
even a
shit-
movie.
They're making shit like cock blockers and shit, like that John Cena movie. Just really dumb shit like that all the time, or like that fucking
Boys.
Play Night or something like that with fucking Amy Poehler and Will Ferrell, and they're like running like a at-home casino.
I'm good on that.
It's just you don't even know them. You guys don't even know them because they're so bad.
I'm good, bro.
Oh,
They
man.
look like terrible, terrible movies, and of course they always get really bad reviews.
I don't know what it is with those movies. Like, they just kind of ran out of, I don't know.
How does that happen? How do you go down such a dry spell of like fucking comedies?
It-
Like, how
it-
can you? And these are heavy hitters in these movies.
It's
too.
just all with the
They're just not
studios.
good.
The studios are the ones dictating where the money goes, and they're like, okay, we see all these fucking superhero movies. Let's fucking throw our money into that shit.
Let's play
Man.
it safe. Let's do a PG.
One of the
banger.
worst-
Let's do Jurassic Park fucking 7.
And it's Jurassic Park fucking.
One of the
7,
worst
dude.
movie experiences I've ever had was watching the Will Ferrell movie with Kevin Hart when they was in
Oh, Get
jail.
Hard.
Yeah, Get Hard. Oh, my God.
I can only imagine.
I saw a clip of it, and it is so bad.
It was not good, bro.
It's so bad and a little racist.
Very racist.
A little fucking
Was it
racist,
really?
bro. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they keep going to different hoods and like,
Yeah.
like, and these guys are all gangsters and they're all black and they're all like doing exactly what you think they would be doing. Like if a white person was to be writing the movie like this, like a white guy is going to jail and he's got to learn. And look,
He's got to get
tattoos.
tattoos. He's got to learn how to do cool gang signs.
Yeah, and this black dude is a nice guy, but he's
God.
pretending to be a bad guy so that he gets some money so that he trains him and shit. But it's just silly, bro.
It's just stupid.
It's silly and it's stupid. Yeah, they're just not good.
Just make more jackasses.
Yeah.
All I ask.
Just make more Jackass.
Every movie just needs to be jackass.
I wonder if they'll ever do like a new gen Jackass.
They did.
I think in the most
now,
recent
like a new
one
where like none of the old cast is in it, only new people.
It's
are
not
in
the new. Well, they still have the old cast, but it's a lot of new
they
people.
brought in a
there.
lot of young guys who can take the hits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
Johnny
Those
Knoxville.
Janowskis, you guys remember those?
The shoes?
Those two blonde. No.
What are you
Maybe it wasn't
talking about?
Janowskis.
What are you talking about?
Just something. But it was basically these two people that used to hang out with the Jackass crew back in the day, like throughout the whole time. And they're these two blonde European dudes.
Oh yeah.
And they would do. I think they might be twins or they're brothers.
I know what you're talking about.
But they do like crazy stunts, and they were like some of the first to like do whatever Jackass is doing.
How do you put out the casting call for that? You're like, all right, we just need a crazy motherfucker who's willing to like sacrifice his body and not get paid that much. You know what I mean? How do you find these
Will
people?
you eat Staples if we ask you to?
Will you eat steak? Will you go through pain?
Yes.
How do you feel? How do you feel about your balls?
Well, you won't have them at the end of this movie.
You know?
They would do some awful things to each other, bro. I don't know how they would make it out. They would like rupture, and then or to
Bro.
themselves even. They would like rupture their balls. How do you come back from that?
My favorite thing in the world is Ryan Dunn putting a car up his ass, a little car up his ass.
And then going.
Was
to
it
the
him or was
hospital
it
and
Steve?
not
Oh, no, it
it
was
was
him.
Ryan Dunn,
It
and then
was
going
him.
to the doctor, and the doctor's just looking at it like, what?
and he's acting as if it's like normal, or like he didn't even know what was in there. It's a toy car.
What? I had no idea.
Yeah, he puts it in a condom and he puts it in his ass.
Oh god.
I think Steve-O did it too, but with like a toy soldier, like something like that.
That is so funny.
That's
and he
just-
put that in there. Imagine going to the doc, bro. That would an uncomfortable ride. They put a toy car. In
I'm
your
about to say,
ass.
fuck going to the doctor. Imagine putting that up your own ass.
That's all.
I
And
don't
then you
want
gotta
to put
sit
anything
in the
up
car
there,
with it in
let
there.
alone a toy car.
And you're not gay, so you, that ass is taut. That ass is taut.
I don't
man.
even think a gay person would get enjoyment from that. They'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
You know those myths of like gay people putting like gerbils in their ass? That can't be real.
That's so fucking funny.
You never
I
heard
don't
that?
know. I've heard of that. It's called
Yeah.
gerbling. I'm not sure if it's a true.
That's a real.
It's a phrase.
They did not put in much effort with that name.
Gerbling. I mean, how
Gerbling.
crazy you want to get with it? You know what I mean? Gerbling is all you need.
Yeah, and gerbils are not small. You know, like maybe
That was
put
a
hamster
real.
in there.
That was like a real rumor about like Richard Gere.
That he put a
It was,
gerbil.
He
in
yeah.
his
put
butt.
gerbils up his ass.
Yeah, that someone in the emergency room fucking.
He just has to walk around with that for the rest
Speaking
of
of
his life.
fucking
Gerbil
hospitals,
died in there. I can't get it out.
speaking of fucking hospitals, did you guys hear that this fucking nurse at this hospital, I forgot where, it might have been in New York, where ASAP Rocky and Rihanna had the baby. She was like tweeting that like, oh, like fucking Rihanna had her baby here and she got fired.
Yeah,
Yeah, as you should.
Because you know what she said? She said what it was. I think.
I think
It's
she
the
said it was a
worst part
boy.
of it. Yeah, she said like the gender of it. And I guess they wanted to keep that a secret.
I mean, they eventually said it anyway.
But listen, come on, who cares? Take it easy. This lady's working at the hospital where they're delivering your baby. It's fine.
I agree with that
No,
too. But at the
world's gonna
same
find out
time,
in a second.
like she shouldn't do that.
No, she shouldn't. She
it's-
shouldn't.
It's a violation of a law.
No, for sure. Yeah, but
That's a
but I would
privacy
feel
fucking
bad.
law.
It's HIPAA.
I feel bad
Yeah.
getting fired.
Fuck her. No.
Yeah, but you shouldn't do that.
You
Let
should
her
do
let her go
that.
teach fucking elementary school or
Yeah,
some
that-
shit.
no,
man.
actually, no. I take it back. That's a really stupid thing to do.
Yeah,
Like,
why would she do that? Getting paid almost 100K a year, which I'm sure she was.
What
They
makes
fucking
it's not
lose their
that
job.
it's not what she did. It's just the fact that you know you shouldn't do this. Like you shouldn't do it, and she still did it.
people are
wanted
too
clout.
invested in these celebrities'
She
lives,
wanted
bro.
clout, bro, and that's what it all comes down to, the clout chase.
You know what's
guys.
sad about that? If she gets clout from that, what are you gonna do with it? You're still a doctor.
right?
Yeah.
She still has to go into work every day.
You got the bad type of clout. Rihanna's mad at you. You know
Exactly.
What I mean? Rihanna's mad at you for giving up the gender of her
You got
baby.
the bad girl mad at you.
You got the bad girl mad.
Now
at
you have a mortal enemy.
If you
in
got
Rihanna.
Rihanna mad at you, like you might as well just leave the country.
Yeah.
It's like getting Beyonce mad at you, dude. It's a damn shame. That's it. You've been blacklisted from the world. Nobody's gonna like you.
That's a good note to end on.
Don't
Oh
piss
my
off
God.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my god. You guys want to stop at one today? Or do y'all want to do a second?
So
We have one for this week.
and then we have one for the following.
Yeah.
I'm good to stop if you guys have stuff to do.
How do y'all feel about it?